Hi, ca111 class. As you can tell, I'm still in the hospital. It's Wednesday when I'm recording this, but I'm anticipating that I probably still won't be there come Friday. I'm doing better, definitely better, but I can tell once you're in the hospital, you start to realize how things work, and so, you know, they're going to do a little change today in my medicine, and so they'll have to test it tomorrow, and by the time they finally release me from what's starting to feel like a prison, I doubt that I'll be there for Friday. So, what you'll be doing today is preparing for your first speech. So, as you prepare for your first speech, what I want you to do is find a partner in the class today and interview them. All right, focus specifically on the people in the class today. If somebody happens to be absent, I'm going to have to give them an alternative assignment. So today, we're only going to be focusing on people there today. If there happens to be an odd number of people, make certain that a group of 3 get together and sort of interview each other. And so A interviews B, B interviews C, C interviews A, and that's how you give the presentations. But again, like I said last time, what I want you to do is find somebody, talk to them, get to know them. All right, really spend some time to get to know them. Don't just focus on the speech right now. Part of this assignment is getting to know other people. So I don't want anybody to select a partner for the first 10 minutes of class. Make certain you've talked to everybody at least once. All right, if there's somebody you haven't talked to at least once, then you need to move on. All right, you don't have to have the world's longest conversation with them, but you want to talk to somebody at least once to get to know them. All right. The reason I say that is because part of this assignment is not just the assignment's about giving you content for the first speech, so we're not focused on that so much, but it's also about the importance of this class becoming a community. One of the things that you'll see in the difference between a good public speaking class and one that fails has everything to do with the students knowing and trusting each other. If you know each other, if you trust each other, if you know each other's names, then you'll do better. Everyone will do better. I promise. It's less fearful whenever you know the person's name that's looking at you. It's just the truth. So that's part of the preparation, is getting to know your audience, and that's one of the things we'll emphasize, is getting to know your audience. So today, spend the first 10, 15 minutes of class getting to know everybody at least just a tiny little bit. And once you maybe pick a partner, make certain everyone's involved. We're all college students. Do not let anybody be left out. And if you're the type of person that maybe knows you're a little bit shy, get some courage today. Find a partner. Be a little bit aggressive with it if you have to. If you see somebody maybe being a little shy, be a strong person and incorporate them. Invite them to be their partner. The worst thing you have to do is spend the rest of today finding a little bit about them and then talking about them for 2 minutes on Wednesday. So, even if it's somebody you just listen to and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the last person I ever want to talk to again, you don't have to do it for very long. So please make certain everyone's included, get to know them, and at the end of the day, what I want this speech to be about for Wednesday when we return is you're going to introduce something interesting about them to the class. One thing. It's very common for people to get off on a tangent. Jacob loves football. His favorite team is the Oakland Raiders. He also likes baseball. He is a big Dodgers fan. He does not like basketball. Hockey, he's mediocre about. His favorite movie is The Hangover. His favorite food is pizza. He doesn't like girls with red hair. His sister's name is Sally. Blah, blah. Don't do that. We don't need the life story and every little bitty bit. Focus on the one thing. If he happens to be, say, mentions being an Oakland Raiders fan, why? Get 2 minutes of information as to why. Was his dad a fan? Was his grandfather a fan? Did he live in Oakland? If not, why? What brought him to Oakland? What made him a fan of that team? How much of a fan is it? Is he a Rabbit fan? Does he wear the pads? What is it? Find out enough depth to give 2 to 3 minutes of a presentation about it. Remember, what we're looking for in the presentation is, something interesting to bring it in, maybe an interesting fact about it, and something interesting to say at the end about it. In the next video, I'll give you a short example of the speech that I'm looking for. Professor Dries will play that in just a second. But in the meantime, make certain you're focusing on that one thing, okay? Oh. I don't know if you hear that popping circus dance in the background, but that's my wife checking on me. And so, as you will quickly learn, sometimes the wife has to come first. I'll be back in a second.